I ran into this video of this Italian guy playing the trumpet in his balcony to all the other people who were locked inside their homes. And he was playing Imagine, and there was something so powerful and pure about this video. And it goes like this. Imagine there's no heaven.
They may say that I'm a dreamer,
but I'm not the only one.
I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will be as one.
Aww, she's so cute. I mean, all of them are good, but like Gal Gadot is so cute. Yeah, it was really cute. It was nice. Yeah.
So what was your honest opinion of that? And then I'll tell you how the internet's kind of reacted to that.
Oh, okay. Well, I think that they are entertainers, all of them. Mm-hmm. And so this is what they do. I mean, I think the real entertainers, the ones that are I don't know, at heart, entertainers mm-hmm. are at heart, always find a way to like do things like this. I mean, I don't know. I think because that's what they probably, I think like to do, obviously. It's what they're good at yeah. And it's their job. So, I think I think for many of them, I believe, because they're so good at their craft, that they really like doing it. They really love being entertainers. And at the same time, they probably have a balance to also like, this is my job, and like, I want to succeed, or I want to, that ambition at the same time, which is normal.
Okay, so that's your take. Do you want to know what the internet thought of it?
I don't know if I want to know. I mean, what does that even mean? What the internet, like what, like who, where, like who are you?
The trolls in the comments.
I know. Okay.
That's who it really.
What are they saying?
They thought it was really cringy. Cringy, like
like bad taste.
Yeah.
Because it was, it looked disingenuous.
I think that.
How you say that word?
Disingenuous, yeah.
Disingenuous. That's a hard one.
Yeah, it's a hard word, but you got it. That's it.
So you think it's because? They think it's because.
I think it's partially. I think it's because people think it's disingenuous. Partially because a lot of people are connecting this with. There's like a whole kerfuffle right now about like NBA players getting tested while like regular people can't. So like, and then there was, Trump who came on the other day and was like, oh, well, maybe those problems have always been in our society. And it's like, yeah, but now it's like for a disease that's hitting everyone.
So they're thinking pretty much that these people can sing or do something like this because they are in a privileged position.
Yep.
Yeah.
They're trying to privilege check them.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know if privilege checking is always the right answer.
Yeah, this is the thing. I get that too. I get all of it. At the same time, I mean, when I look at this, I try to get it from the point of, well, yeah, maybe it was coordinated, maybe people are making money of this, or they just simply, because they're privileged in some ways, like they have the time to just be singing. But at the same time, if you think about it, I mean, what are we saying they are privileged on? I mean, maybe money, fame, but are they happy during this quarantine? Who are they spending their time with? I mean, are their family members okay? You don't know. I mean, people, that's very...
Some of them catch it. Idris Elba caught it. Right. Tom Hanks and his wife caught it.
Yeah, so at the same time, I mean, I think that's subjective. What privilege is. But I also do get that in terms of rich people getting, faster test or stuff like that is a problem in our society. Yes, I mean it's a capitalist society.
Yeah.
So that's
No,
innate.
The situation is definitely showing some
Yeah.
poking some holes in that.
I mean that doesn't surprise me. It's not right. Like everybody should have the same treatment when it comes to especially something like this. But I mean.
So here's
I
my...
take it. I appreciate it for what it is. You know, it's something really cute done by people that are talented at what they do. You know, and they can evoke those feelings with their talents or whatever. And you know, I get that. I take that, you know, positive. And yes, I understand everything else behind it. But at this point, I think that helps me the most.
So here's the thing. Here's my theory. So a lot of people were mostly just uncomfortable by it and thought it was kind of cringy. So here's my theory.
Okay.
Why I think this video is kind of telling. So before this, I had the Stephen Colbert monologue because for like the past 3 days, like they're showing reruns of his show, but he's kind of coming on just with whatever he's got. I think he said he used like an iPad to like try to record himself. And it's now seeing the playing field leveled. And not a whole lot of people know how to feel about that.
Oh, because of the entertainment industry is another industry that is suffering too right now.
Yeah.
I mean, movie theater, sports, which is sports, but also entertainment is there. Concerts, everything, any gathering.
It's getting canceled, yeah.
And it goes beyond in-person gatherings. Also, these studios, these big studios, where you would definitely have more than
high production valued crews.
Yeah.
With millions of dollars spent in budget on equipment.
Right, and they're gonna be close together, so they have to stop working there. So now all these entertainers are looking for other ways to entertain.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like everybody else. I think a lot of people that are not being able to work, you know, try to do as much as they can to.
But I think it's clear that the entertainers want to entertain. Like they absolutely want to, you know, we can see now that they are limited by the kind of resources that they had before. Like they don't have that many people behind them. I think it's the audiences feeling uncomfortable seeing that at the end of the day, maybe these titans, these icons, are just regular people, like kind of just in their homes bored.
Oh yeah, because they are. They're always being. We're all just people.
But I think that's uncomfortable for a lot of people to see.
Oh, like a lot of people don't want to see the behind the scenes.
Yes.
They like the filtered, super production, nice clothes, big lights, and dancers behind.
It's weird to see them, and it comes off as disingenuous because they think, oh, this person should have all this nice stuff. Why are they acting like they're me? And I think it's a kind of sense of being uncomfortable.
Never thought of it like that, but yeah, I get it. Yeah, if you're like blinded or not blinded, I don't know. You're used to certain thing. It kind of like it's like popping the balloon, right?
Yeah, it's popping like the grand illusion is completely dissolved. They're just regular people, and because they had studio crews, maybe they don't know how to record. I mean, watching Stephen Colbert on his monologue, he had earphones in a bathtub, which, like, I was like, dude, that's going to fall in the water. You're going to be screwed. He even mentioned it the next day.
Was it a good idea to wear ear pods in a bubble bath? I will let history be my judge.
Well, I don't know. I mean, it's where we're living now.
Yeah, it's fun. It's interesting.
At the same time, I think that a lot of people actually do like the behind the scene because a lot of these famous people, they have a lot of, they're also present on social media. And, a lot of people like to see the behind the scene. But maybe a lot of those behind the scenes are also very filtered, which they are.
Likely.
Most likely.
You don't see people just regular plain face without makeup, just living their lives all the time.
I think some of them do it every now and then, but I think that is part of the whole,
Yeah, the whole veneer, like the illusion that you create around it.
Yeah, but it's not the same when it's like real.
Yeah.
It's like, this is just me in my house because I cannot do anything else like you.
And it's great because now you can see who actually has talent. Like, who can
because
actually...
they just have to come up with stuff.
Mhm.
I don't know.
With bad microphones and bad cameras, is how good are you really? Are you, before you had a studio audience cheering and applauding you with a makeup crew and a film team with lighting, now it's just you in your house by yourself. You're like everyone else. Bring it. And
but they also have their talent and their experience.
But that's the thing. You get to see who can really do it. I think you showed me a video clip of Ellen the other day, and I was like, oh, Ellen actually has some good jokes. It's because she's a stand-up comedian.
She's a stand-up comedian, yeah.
Before all the hype and the fame. Yeah.
It's true. That's interesting. I mean, I'm sure that like you said, like the ones that are good are gonna be good because people like already their their talent or their way they say things or whatever. So
I think this will change. I think this will change the way we see media. I think like there's going to be a pre-coronavirus entertainment and a post-corona, like it.
But that will be for everything. It will be a pre-coronavirus world and a post-coronavirus world. I mean, obviously it affects everything. Like we have talked already about traveling industry and like jobs and like what else? I mean,
things are going to change.
Yeah. Shortage of items when these things happen.
I mean, have you seen a lot of these changes? Like, I feel like I can't avoid them.
Well, because you are into these late night shows and stuff, so you've seen it more, I guess. But for me, I mean, I'm mostly, if I'm gonna look for something to like a show or whatever, I go to Netflix. So for me, Netflix is fine. And I mean, right now, because we're here, it's like I spend my time. Well, this is the thing. It has only been 1 week. I feel like this week, at the time we're recording this, it's still like, you're still like settling, right? You're still like, oh, what? Okay. Because you can, I mean, people go on vacation for a week somewhere. I'm not saying this is a vacation, but, like where you break the routine somehow. Yeah. And a week is not enough to really like completely settle into something. You're still like managing, what's going on. You probably, I am, you read a lot of news and trying to look at, different sources. You're trying to, I don't know, balance, cook, because you have to cook. That takes time.
Cooking a lot. Cooking a lot.
So that first week, I feel like but I feel like after the first week, if we still like this, which, because it's like at least 15 days, it'd probably be more like, okay, I want to look for alternate things,
alternate forms of entertainment.
Yes, like, okay, probably next week I'm probably gonna grab a book, and start like okay, let me look for things that are more like sustainable, long-term, routine things. Does that make sense?
If we have to be in a sustainable long-term routine,
like this week it has been hard for us to like work out, which was crazy because this year I wanted to like one of my resolutions was like I'm not a morning person, so I was like, I want to work out in the mornings before going to work, and I'm gonna do a challenge of 8 weeks where I'm gonna force myself because I want to create the habit, and if you do it for so long, you create a habit. So we did it for 8 weeks, and
you did a great job.
It was great, and
it felt good.
It felt good. It's like, I'm moving my body in the morning.
We got used to going to bed on time and just getting up and working out,
and like as soon as the 8th week. We hit the 8th week, right?
Yeah.
It's when this happened. It's like, oh.
Yeah.
So everything is like, and we don't get to, this week we haven't really done much when it comes to workout. And like, we already sat down and be like, okay, from tomorrow on, we're going to start doing this and this and this.
Yeah. Like
plan a routine. Because I think that's how it is. The first week is still like, what's going on? And then when you see that this is to stay sane, you want to start to like doing other things, and because being glued to the TV and watching the news will drive you crazy if you cannot go out yet, right? If you have to stay in for most of the time at least. I'm gonna probably grab a book, do more. So maybe I'll try to look for more other type of entertainment.
Maybe we'll have to see. We'll see how long it goes on for, but I think that's when you're reaching back into old media. And now's a great time to discover some older media, but I think new media moving forward
Older media, you mean like books and stuff?
Books,
Oh, okay.
like older movies, like what it's time to dig and see how deep the Netflix queue really goes.
Yeah.
But I mean, in terms of new media, it's gonna be different.
Like
It's-
TV type of or social like movies even because the theaters are closed.
Yeah, what is this gonna do to the movie industry? What is this gonna do for
And theater like actors too.
Yeah,
They might have to start doing stuff online, which is doable nowadays.
we're gonna see a lot more stuff online. I think
like
Just-
YouTube shows and stuff like that.
YouTube show, video games. I mean, the day after we started, like the first day of quarantine, Steam said they'd registered more users in that day than they'd registered really at any other point in time. It shattered records. Like people are at home. People are bored.
Yeah,
So they got to find something to do.
Look, I know you kids are sick of old people yelling advice at you, but I'm gonna yell at you from at least I just got hit in the eyes. No, I'm fine. I just... They say that when you're doing this, you get a dry cough. There's no way I'll ever know whether I have COVID-19 because I've hickory smoked my alveoles.